elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly...
Team 5-0, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Week 7 against Texas A&M. We're undefeated. Let's go, baby. Drinking my W energy drinks and gonna kick some Aggie booty.
Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will start this game off. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
To the ground with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Running into the open space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Really good looking run there on the option. Aggie quarterbacks giving defenses fits with their legs is something we've seen before, right? Johnny Manziel, he didn't run a lot of option, but he was so slippery, so tough to bring down. This guy right here has a little bit of that in him as well. He just has a way to kind of slide and slip around tackles. Just gives defenses fits.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
They punted away on 4th down. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. To the air, it's Hart. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. Going downfield for the big play. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
And with that score. They now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Anderson with the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Little. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
So now it's second and long. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, got his man downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Powers through the defender. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Black. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Never a doubt. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Parks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Team Popo, baby, user pick perfect timing game, baby. Let's go.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt. Execution is good.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down onto Eisen, they should be able to kneel this one out. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. They showed that here today. Dominating all